Okay, so hey guys, and today I'm back with another movie review, and this time I'm going to review one of those many Tom and Jerry movies, and this time it is one of my favorite Tom and Jerry movies, which is Tom and Jerry, the Fast and the Furry. So let's begin the review. Okay, so in the opening of the movie, we see the normal cat and mouse chase between Tom and Jerry, and Spike also gets involved and all, but this time they overdo the cat and mouse chase and destroy the entire house. The owner of the house comes in shortly after, and I really like how Spike just gets out of there after she comes in because he knows that she will be furious to see the state of her house, and she was indeed. She was so furious, in fact, that she kicked both Tom and Jerry out of the house. Now it looked like she could easily overpower Jerry, so why rely on Tom to finish off Jerry? Can't she just do it herself? Anyways, after that they see that there was a big race thingy going on, and the winner of the race would win an entire mansion, and an entire mansion was exactly what they needed since they just got kicked out of the previous house, and so they obviously signed up for the race, and here is where things really got entertaining. Okay, so now let's talk about the race and the racers. My favorite racer aside from Tom and Jerry has to be Grammy, just because of her quirky dog. I love that moment when her dog was just throwing stuff out of her car to slow down the other racers, since that was absolutely hilarious. Although the dog's backstory is pretty dark. And the moment they were stuck in the traffic and each one of them had to show the special powers of their cars had to be one of my favorite moments, especially because of the superpower Grammy's car had. It was basically two giant legs coming out of her car, and that was great and funny. I also liked how Dirkly just didn't care about the other passengers and just destroyed their cars with his giant wheels. Gordon's car's powers were actually pretty cool though. Even though I hate spiders, I will have to admit that those spider legs coming out of his car was pretty cool. Speaking about Gordon, I really loved it when his tongue got stuck on the South Pole, and one of those hosts calling Gordon a sore loser after he cursed them made it even better. I also love that quicksand moment since it was of course funny and all, but also because it eliminated Soccer Mom, who was the most boring racer out of them all, because her car had no superpowers or anything like that, so it made her and her car really boring. However, I really didn't like what happened to her after she got out of her drowning car, because this movie implied that she got killed by the insects of the Amazon forest, and that was kind of scary. Okay, so after the race kept getting extended, it finally came to an end with Tom and Jerry having to do a race not with cars but with super fast airplanes, and this scene was just awesome to see. It was so well animated like the rest of the movie and funny at the same time. However, I really hated how it ended with a draw since that was so predictable. I would actually be surprised if it wasn't a draw, but of course it was a draw. Anyways, after this, JW says that they will have to redo the race since it was a draw, but they just got angry and attacked JW and all, and at the end they finally got their mansion. However, after they get the mansion, the owner of their previous house comes in and claims that the mansion is hers and orders Tom to destroy Jerry. The classic Tom and Jerry chase begins once again, and it again brings down their new mansion just like it brought down their old house. This ending was really nice, but I didn't like how the owner of the previous house beat Tom with a broom 2 to 3 times in a row. She was just being cruel to Tom. Rating 9 out of 10. Best moments stuck in traffic. Okay, so yeah guys, and that was it for the video. I just wanted to say that I loved that moment where Tom just divided the entire continent of Australia into 2 halves, since that was a great moment. Anyways guys, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and see ya guys, bye.